Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between to the Band of Misfits podcast, a showcase of controlled chaos we call our friendship. Seeing as you're hearing my melodious voice right off the bat, podcast mom is MIA today.
Yep. Yep. Podcast mom is gone. Don't worry though, we're gonna try our best to stay on track. We have a special guest here today though. We have a special guest. Welcome Josh. Welcome back.
Yep, it's me.
Yeah, we traded out podcast mom for Josh. So
I think you should get your money back.
I'm not
an equivalent trade.
I'm pretty sure she would agree. So Shiota, you want to go ahead and say what we're talking about today?
Yep. So if you remember a few episodes back, we did a podcast on good animes that we like, and we said we were going to come back and do a one about bad animes, and that we kind of got off track of what we were going to do because of both people's birthday podcasts and whatnot, the war going to shit. So we decided to do the backtrack on this promise and actually do it. So here we are. We were talking about bad anime, but I thought if we just talked about bad anime, it would leave a bad taste in my mouth. So a little bit down the line, we are going to talk about actually good anime because anime is one of the things I hold dear to my heart, and I don't like bashing it, even though there are a few series that do deserve bashing.
Yes. Yeah, so 2/3 to 3/4 of the podcast will be on bad anime, and then the last, 1/3, 1/4 will be on good man anime, so we can end on a good note. Anybody want to get started? Either with something that you hate about that animes do, or an anime that you just don't like, or an anime that started good or went bad, or...
I guess I should start because I was started watching anime again after the long purge, and so I found ReZero and I started watching it, and the issue with it, because if I tell you what the story is, the issue that I have is part of a story plot. So the problem that I have is that they don't move on to a certain extent. Like, they keep on reviewing things and things keep on happening. The best way to describe it is that there's no forward momentum. Like, we learn stuff, we get to understand things, but nothing ever moves on.
It until doesn't impact the show in any way.
Yeah. Spoilers if you haven't watched the show, but the idea is that it's Groundhog Day. That's pretty much the entire show. But it's like a video game. So there are checkpoints that the main character reaches that whenever he dies, he goes back to. And so we tend to stick around for like a season that I've watched are 40 episodes, and one season was half of those episodes were just based around this one event, and it's I understand what's going on, I know what's happening, let's just move on and get some story progression. It's interesting seeing how he approaches the situation and how he's Sherlock Holmesing his way through a crime scene sort of, but it gets annoying that we have to review the same day over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I don't really like when animes do Groundhog Day type things, because that was honestly have you ever seen the Melancholy of Haruhi Sumiya? think I'm saying the last name right. Yeah, there was a whole like 8 episodes. Oop, we're getting the feedback again. There was a whole like 8 episodes where it was just a Groundhog Day, where it was the same day over and over and over, and we learned nothing new. It was literally just the same episode, but with the characters in different outfits.
Yeah.
I mean, in defense to ReZero, like in my experience, ReZero is very hit or miss with people because like I don't mind it. I actually kind of enjoy it.
Well,
When it's
I'm sorry. I enjoy it too. I'm just saying, like, I guess my enjoyment of it was hindered by the fact that I didn't want to spend like a week watching it, I guess.
yeah, your reasoning is valid. I understand your reasoning. I just don't have as much of an issue with it because cause I've been too deep in anime for years, and I've come to like just acknowledge it. This is a thing. I'll have to live with it. Like and like that comes with different outlets as well. Like sometimes like there's a plot, like this key thing of plot where like it's okay, this is a thing. Maybe it's not the thing that you enjoy, but it's still part of the series, so you just kind of have to kind of live with it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm one of those people that enjoy exploring the concept of what if. Like, what if A happens, at least to B? What if A happens and something else and outlying false intersects and it leads to point C? Like, it's just that like concept that's generally interesting for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be an interesting concept. It's just kind of, as long as things progress, as long as something changes in a positive way.
I mean, the analogy that you have, Wolf, that I would agree is lazy. I know what you're talking about.
It was completely lazy. I skipped the 8 episodes.
Yeah, like if it's just 8, like, yeah, that's lazy. What ReZero does, yes, the concept of him returning by death it's an ability he has, and I'm typically a fan of the isekai genre in general. I didn't watch ReZero until Isekai Quartet came on, and I wanted to know these characters. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch it just so I know who these characters are. Because at that point, the only ones I really ever watched was Overlord and Tanya. I never watched Konosuba or ReZero.
Yeah.
Is there another one you wanted to point
that
out?
I wanted to talk about. It's just I wouldn't say it's a trope, but it's a thing that happens a lot, where a battle takes like a long time to do. And so my thinking is that like it's not a problem to have, say, a conflict last a long time. It's just that if it's 2 combatants that fight each other and then one of them says, oh, I should get serious, now I bring out my super duper form part 2, and then the hero goes like, now I'm going to bring out my super duper form part 3, and like there's no real sense of escalation. It's just like the same two people fighting. Now they just have these new powers.
Yeah, they just have the new powers and they're slightly stronger. It's just they're still fighting.
Yes.
Dude, you basically just explained to me the plot of Dragon Ball.
I will say, I'm thinking that is literally the plot of Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball, but I hate it when they keep, it's like the middle of the fight and then, yeah, the boss is like, time for my second form. I'm like, seriously? I love Dragon Ball, but at the same time, I don't like that.
I'm going to commit an anime sin and confess that I've never watched Dragon Ball Z all the way through. I just watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged all the way through.
I mean, that's fine. I never really watched Cowboy Bebop either.
I only watched Dragon Ball Z all the way through because it was like the only show that was on TV when I was eating dinner growing up. So I'd just watch it while I was eating dinner.
You saw the Funimation version, or?
Honestly, I don't remember. It was probably the Funimation version. I did rewatch it a few years ago.
Okay.
Okay, since we're on the topic of Dragon Ball, I need y'all's opinion. GT and Super. What are your opinions on them?
GT and Super.
Can I pretend that GT doesn't exist, please?
Okay, well, yeah. We know what Wolf's,
Hey, do you agree with that?
No, yes, I completely agree with it. It honestly is. Oh boy, where do you even begin with GT? Good God.
Oof. I was like, seriously, I was like, oh, Dragon Ball Z was great. Like, I can't wait to see what they come out with next. And then the first episode would just had me going, huh? And then the second episode just had me going, huh?
Yeah, literally the first episode is Goku being turned back into a kid.
Yeah, he gets turned back into a kid, which, yeah, sure, that totally makes sense. And then he has to go around and, try and get unturned from a kid. It was dumb.
With his granddaughter in Trunks.
Yeah, with his granddaughter in Trunks. His granddaughter, who is incredibly annoying, in Trunks.
And then that weird warball with the Dragon Ball detector inside of him.
Oh yeah, and the weird robot.
The Dragon Ball.
Instead of having the Dragon Ball locators, they took an actual robot because they apparently needed another character.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a dumpster file. Then Super.
I never really watched Super. I watched a few episodes, but I was kind of like, meh. Like, I kind of felt everything had already happened before. It was just kind of... some of it was good, but some of it just I didn't really care for.
Let me see if I'm getting this character's name right.
I only watched a few episodes of Super, so...
Even the flipping creator of Dragon Ball was like, no, I'm not going to touch this. And that at that point it's like red flags, let's not do it.
Something that I did notice while watching Super is that the creators of Dragon Ball really hate Tien because he's basically just there so that they can say, Tien's here. Like, he does nothing, he contributes nothing, and he's basically, like, he's the weakest character there is. It's like, why did they do that to him?
No, if you want to talk about the weakest character, let's talk about Yamcha.
Yes.
How many times has that fucker died? Let's be
He's been
honest.
Yamcha'd.
No, he's died too many. Like, at this point, just let him kind of stay dead.
Well, here's the thing about Dragon Ball: they never let their characters die. They just switch them back with the Dragon Balls. Someone at this point, someone should say, "Okay, this is the last time."
He should,
But actually, no, because then Gion is gonna be like, "Hey, you want to bring Goku back to life? Okay, he saved the universe. Let's just bring it back alive."
He at least makes sense. Yamcha doesn't do anything except for die.
And like, okay, no disrespect to Goku or anything, but he's an idiot.
That's his whole character trait. He's an idiot that likes food.
Okay, yes, but like, he's like, hey, Frieza, the conqueror of the galaxy, is going to go into a new form, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna wait and fight him at his worst. Like, just kick him when he's down. It's a stellar dictator. Just kill him already. Good God.
Yeah, I heard that the creators of Dragon Ball had issues with Super, and after the mess that was GT, I just went. I don't want to deal with this.
That's completely fair.
Yeah, I only watched a few, like maybe 2-3 episodes, but it wasn't enough to get me like super interested.
Yeah, I watched I want to say about like 10 episodes just because like the dub was just newly released, and I don't like the high pitched voice of Goku in the Japanese dubbed. I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I couldn't last, like, especially with like really long shows like Naruto, My Hero, Bleach, any of that. Like, I can't do a huge series. I mean, the only exception to that is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, because that's actually a really dope series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like as they went on in Dragon Ball, it just got. I don't know. They just kind of lost their way. It's one of those things, that a series that I feel has just gone on too long.
Yeah.
The secret that I have for Dragon Ball Z is that the creator, the reason why battles tended to last so long is because he would forget what he was going to write next, or he forgot what he planned to do, and then he would just write a couple of episodes of them doing nothing so he could figure out
what he was going to do. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember hearing about
that. There was another instance similar to that in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I forget when it was, but the author, like, he was in the middle of this really big climatic fight scene, and he just suddenly goes on hiatus for like family reasons or whatever. And when he came back, he forgot what the villain's power was, so he just completely pulled one out of his ass and just went along with it. I mean, I get it. Sometimes you have some things come up in life, but you can just look back at your previous chapters and remember, this is his power.
I'll say, yeah, if you just look back and see what's already happened, I'm sure it's going to jog your memory instead of having to write some crappy filler episode.
Yeah.
Can't do two things at once.
Any particular genre of anime that you do not like?
Well, other than horror, because that's just me, I don't do haul.
Uh,
Not really. I will. Ooh. This is one that Wolf knows I have very, very much beef with.
Oh no, what is it?
The Black Butler anime.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Hey, who doesn't have beef with that anime though? For the record,
Okay,
we do not.
I
There
have
is a certain season that we do not mention.
I have a cow with I have a cow to pick with the Black Butler anime, and like most of the Black Butler anime is all non-canon, and it fucking bugs me the shit out. Hang on, let me pull up the arc list and see how much of it is just completely fucking BS. Da, 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 da. But like the manga is good. I like the manga, but the TV series that ran between 2008 and 2010 were a bunch of horseshit. The like let me think what which one? Oh, here it is. Okay, Red Butler arc, the one with Jack the Ripper, that's canonical.
I liked that arc. That arc I felt was one of the best.
Yeah, that was a fun arc, and that's literally one of the only fucking arcs that is canonical. Well, that is the Black Butler arc, but that's just like a introduction of the series. Everything else is fucking non-canonical, and
He's really picky about it.
I
I like it. I like Black Butler. I believe most of the fandom has agreed that season 2 does not exist.
it is a fucking acid trip.
Yes, if you watch Black Butler, just watch the first season and then move on to like Book of Circus and Book of Murder. Don't watch season 2. It makes no sense, and it literally, when they went to continue the series, they pretended season 2 didn't happen.
Okay, the only two arcs in the full season that is actually fucking canonical is Black Butler arc, the Red Butler arc, and the Indian Butler arc. The arc with the demon dog, the arc when CL and Sebastian are infiltrating the church. That is all uncanonical bullshit. Like they got better when they got better with season 3 with the circus arc, and then with the OVA that was the Phantom Hive Man of Mortals. Then the Book of the Atlantic, like literally, like only those are canonical. And I can go on a rant about this. I kind of already have. Like you know the angel, Angela and whole like male counterpart, Wolf.
Yeah, I remember them.
The ones that were introduced in the Demon Hound.
I liked and disliked the Demon Hound arc. Because I liked the Demon Hound itself, but I didn't like her.
Like, the angels. The one that supposedly set the file that killed Seal's parents, spoiler alert, they are non-canonical. They are anime exclusive.
Oh, thank God. I don't like their character. I hated their character, and I was hoping to God it wasn't canonical.
No, they are solely for anime purposes. They are not even in the fucking manga. Oh, it's then season two is season two. Like none of it is canonical. Alois Transieve and what's his name? Claude, the
Mm-hmm.
demon maid, the triplets, all anime exclusive. It's
That was a horrible. Why would they do that? Dude, that season
I know.
sucked. I hated them.
it's an
It's an insult.
yeah, I don't know the background history of season two, but I just find it disrespectful to the creator just to retcon and create something. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they also had a hand in it. I don't know. I don't know the background of it. I'll probably look it up later. But complete season two, season two completely not in the manga, and the manga is really good. Like there's
Well, that makes me
one of
wonder why they didn't include it. If the manga's
one of
really good, just go by the manga. It's an anime. Go by the manga.
one of my favorite plot twists, and I'm not gonna say it just because I don't know if you guys know or any of or the handful of listeners that actually listen to us know, but like it's a pretty out of nowhere plot twist. Uh, I just really love it. I mean, it really brings into light who exactly is CL Phantom Hive. And I'm just gonna leave it there.
Which plot twist?
I don't want to.
Text it. Just text it to me.
Okay, give me a
Yeah,
sec.
text it to me. I'm curious if it's the plot twist I'm thinking about. Yeah, we're gonna try and not spoil anything. But if you watch Black Butler, don't watch season 2. Just watch season 1 and then move on to Book of Circus, Book of Murder. Book of the Atlantic was really good.
Yeah, all those are fucking canonical.
Oh, I know it was canonical.
I know. I'm just still going on my tangent. But yeah, watch the Black Bottle arc. Watch Red Butler. When we watch Indian Butler, then that's it. Then go on to
Some of it was okay. To be fair, some of it
then
was
go on to Book of Circus. Then on to Book of Mordor. Then Book of the Atlantis. Then you're done.
Yeah.
Everything else was a fucking mind fuck.
Yeah, there were occasionally a few episodes in there that weren't bad, but the majority just, yeah. Well, that makes sense then. All the episodes that were pretty crap were not canonical.
Hey Wolf, check your phone real quick.
Oh, I did. I've heard of that.
Okay. Like I love that plot twist. It's kind of soap opera-ish, but I just love that aspect. And he becomes my favorite character automatically. He may be a scheming asshole, but I just love it. Okay, I can go on a tangent about Black Butler for ages, but
We should move on. Yeah.
yeah.
So, what do you hate, Wolf?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I said one of my pet peeves earlier. I guess my other pet peeve would be just the differences between the sub and the dub. I'm one of those people that goes back and forth between sub and dub because sometimes sub is better than dub, and sometimes the dub I think is better than sub.
Agreed.
But there are some times, and I'm going to use the One Piece as an example. The dub is horrible. The sub for One Piece is great, and I only watch the sub because the dub, the characters just don't they sound completely opposite of how they sound in the dub or in the sub. And I don't know. Luffy's voice annoys me in the dub.
So the reason why I think that is because a lot of the dubbing in America is just seen as like, we need to get this over with so we can sell this to Americans. Like, it's not like if you look at, American voice actors, they're not getting Mark Hamill or, the voice of Samurai Jack to do any of their voices. They're getting like good voice actors, but they're being paid a subpar amount to do a subpar job. So,
it just irritates me, and especially because Luffy's voice in the dub. I'm sorry, it just annoys the crap out of me.
Okay, Wolf, I'm curious. What are you talking about before the time step? Before the time skip? Oh, after
I
that.
haven't actually watched that much of One Piece yet. I'm still in the I'm still really, 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 really early on in the show.
Okay.
I'm talking about I'm talking about the dub before the time skip. It might get better, but currently it sucks and I hate it.
Okay, yeah, because the weird thing about One Piece is it was originally produced by 4Kids, and 4Kids has like a very bad track record of dubbing anime. Like, they dubbed Pokemon at one time, and it came out with they changed onigiri to a jelly donuts or what have you.
Yeah, they like to Americanize it.
Yeah. So you may wait. Is Sanji? Is he smoking, or does he have a lollipop?
I've been watching the sub, so in the sub he's been smoking.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be a smoker.
He's a smoker, and they changed it to a lollipop, which was stupid. So stupid.
Yeah.
I was like of all changes to make, that's the change you make.
Like, they heavily sensitized a lot of things that could be violent or too graphic or what have you.
Oh my goodness.
It's like,
instead of using guns, we're just going to point at you.
Yeah, like, for example, in the All-on Park arc, it's in the 4Kids dubbed, it says that they sent Bill Meal to a mine to work, but in the original, All-on just straight up shoots her in the head.
Yeah, that's the other reason I don't really watch the dub, is because they censor stupid things. Sometimes I don't mind the dub, because usually when I'm watching the dub, I'm doing like schoolwork in the background, like I'm working on my homework or something.
Yeah.
So it's nice being able to understand what I'm watching without having to read subtitles. But at the same time, it's just sometimes sometimes the sub is way better for multiple reasons.
The only time that I would say that the dub was better than the sub would be for Ghost Stories.
Oh, good lord, Ghost Stories. Oh, God.
I haven't heard of Ghost Stories. That one's
It's basically the first official abridged series. Like, they literally gave the voice actors a blank check and said, do whatever you want.
Okay, so the whole series of Ghost Stories is basically just a whole abridged series. Like, they just did random shit and made it, like, inappropriately funny. Like, they're talking about,
Have you ever seen that thing where the girl's like playing with this rabbit and she's like, I remember what he used to tell me, and the rabbit says, touch me. His loving reproach is, touch me harder. Like that's
Yeah,
from that series.
yeah. There's a lot of like sexual innuendos and like a
A
few
lot of cursing. A
yeah,
lot
a
of
lot of causing stuff about being a pedophile.
yes.
It's just for like laughs and kicks. It's uh it's really satire because
Yeah.
the original Japanese dubbed of Ghost Stories didn't do well in Japan. So they just give it to the Americans. It's like, here, have a ball with it.
Yeah, us crazy Americans.
Uh oh, I would beef to pick with Solio and Fairy Tale.
Fairy
Okay, I've
tale.
watched both of those.
And it's a trope of friendship is the most powerful thing
Stronger
ever.
than
Like
anything.
It's stronger
it
than anything. Okay, yep.
yeah, I hate like yeah, I get it. Like you wanna make a message and whatnot, but like don't do it in such a corny, cheesy, overdone way. Like
Agreed.
I get
Yeah.
it. Natsu sees everyone in Fairy Tail as his family or friends or whatever. Yeah, okay, I get it. You don't have to say that the true magic is friendship.
Chip.
Well,
That's
I'm saying, for
that.
God's sakes, these characters, they work out, they, work hard to become stronger. For God's sake, use that! Instead of, oh, friendship is what saved us. Friendship saved the day again. No.
That was
And then with sorry, I'm glad that Muse isn't here because I don't want to spoil it. So I'm not really spoiling much because the anime suck. The ending of the anime sucks dicks, but
Which
like
one?
sorry,
I don't
they,
like how they abruptly ended it. I
yeah.
felt it could have been so they had so much build up,
Oh,
and I'll agree. I didn't really like the ending of it, and it was
the
so abrupt and rushed.
the manga, 1,000 times better. Like they barely even scratch the surface of what the manga is. Like, do any of you mind if I go into Solio spoil territory, or would you rather me not?
I've already seen it, so I don't care. And this is a
I
spoiler
mean,
alert warning to anyone who's watching again.
no, I'm not talking about the anime. I'm talking about the manga.
Oh, the manga? Yeah, spoil it for me. I'm not. I'm probably not gonna read it.
Okay, so again, it's a whole lot fucking better. There's the kid actually becomes the new Grim Reaper. It's just instead of his dad, because I think his dad either retired or got like severely injured or what have you. Corona Medusa's child, he ends up becoming the new Akishin. You know that villain that the anime character friendship.
Yeah, I
Uh,
remember. Yeah, they really
yeah,
rushed the anime. I liked the
yeah,
anime until the last couple of
yeah,
episodes because they were rushing it, and it
yeah.
felt like the anime was not finished. Like I literally was waiting to see if there was going to be more, and nope.
Yeah, no, I mean, aesthetically, the anime is pretty good, but it doesn't like story wise. It just doesn't hit. Like, it completely disregards of shit. What was his name? Oh, oh, shit. How do you pronounce that name? Where's my phone? It. Hang on. Let me. it completely disregards Eben, who is this like really insane, powerful sorcerer that I believe walked with he walked with death. He presided over knowledge. He was part of death, and he was one of the interesting characters in the series. I mean, like he very real. Like he showed up a few times. Like they completely disregarded him as just no one. And I believe Soul they disregard Soul's past, which is honestly really interesting.
Dude, I wanted to learn so much about his past.
I will tell you what his past is if you want me to, but
No, honestly, I'll probably find the manga that talks about his past and read it.
But yeah, it's interesting, and it could have been better had the anime actually showed Soul's fucking past. I mean, the only part that they showed of Soul's past was him meeting Maka, and that's it.
Dude, maybe if they had actually let the anime continue.
I mean, like, Solio should have taken a book out of Fire Force. I know Fire Force came out afterwards, but like, I've been reading the manga and haven't really been watching the anime as much lately. But from what I've seen of the anime, it's been very spot on. Like, there's no filler episodes. Even season 1, episode 8, which was just for Company 8 pausing for a new Fire calendar, that was in the manga. Like they didn't even leave that out. Like typically they skip like say like 60 chapters in the manga and just go to a different one. And sometimes the 60 chapters that they skip are actually very interesting and deep storylines, and they just completely retcon it. And they're cool. I'll someone else talk.
So nobody's really talked about genres they hate, so I'm going to talk about genres that I hate. I don't know if if this is a genre, but I know that it's something that turns up a lot.
I will let you know.
Harem anime, where it's just like one male character and all of the women characters. Genre. Yeah, and it's like the main character has no motivation. He's like almost all of them. It's just like he's a limp dick, can't figure anything out for himself, and can't make his own decision because he's given all of these beautiful women to look at, and it's like, we know that you're going to pick the blah, 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 blah character because she's been your friend for your entire life and you have a bond with them, but no, you just can't pick. And it's like, and it's also like really softcore, like hentai. Like almost all of them are like people are naked every other episode.
Most all of them are ecchi title, but yeah, that is a genre, and I'm surprised I didn't think of it, but oh god, yeah. That is a genre I don't like. But and maybe that's just me being gay, but like no, I can't stand it. I mean, granted there are a few guilty pleasures of mine when it comes to harem anime, but that's just because like it's like horribly good to the point of like I watch it just because of how horrible it is. Oh, it just has jokes that just tickle my funny bone.
Yeah. The one that I watched recently was Doctor for Monster Girls.
Oh god, I
I've
know.
heard of that.
I know. I am aware of its predecessor. Also,
But
what the hell? What the fuck is up with monster girls and big titties? I mean, like,
if you're gonna draw a girl, you have to give them big titties. That's the idea that they go into it with. I don't understand it.
I don't either. I mean, the male character is cute, but no.
But I can't say that I like it. But there are some things that I find interesting. Like just the whole point of it is that you're giving this guy a blank check to touch girls in the naughty bits. That's the whole point of the show. But I like the fact that he's actually a doctor and not a pervert. That's the only saving grace for that show for me.
Yeah, that's fair. There was this one, I don't remember the name. It's like so something that starts with an M.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Josh?
Is it based in modern day or?
Yeah, the main goal is a I don't want to. The main goal is a snake lady.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh God.
My the only my only favorite character in that,
Isn't it?
huh?
Latte, you sounded like a robot for a
Like, isn't
second.
it like it starts with the word monster and then it's like something
Yeah,
else?
it's monster something that starts with an M. I'm not even gonna bother looking it up. But like the only character I liked in that series, just because of how cool her design was the snake lady.
Mm.
Like, I just liked her design. I didn't love it. I just liked it.
Most.
But other than that, it. Well, I mean, yeah, I watched it just because I was curious, like morbidly curious. But
It's Monster Musume.
yeah, that's it.
What you talking
Don't
about?
look it up, people. Don't look it up.
Yet another anime to add to the list of animes
Yeah, I
to
just
not
know
watch.
of it. I haven't watched the show.
It's
I haven't even heard of it. I don't know what that says for.
I started the first episode and it was like nudity every 10 seconds and I was like, this is not fun. This is dumb.
I don't like
Fan
shows
service
that
can be like overkill sometimes.
Yeah, I don't like shows where characters are like
I
overly
can't stand fan
sexualized
service
or they're wearing
unless, they're like a really good
overly skimpy
show that doesn't
outfits
need
and
it.
stuff. Yeah.
You know, like they have a really good character and then they decide to just either, like as you were saying earlier about the harems, like throw a harem in it. It's like the story doesn't need a harem. Like the story's great. It's like taking Dragon Ball and throwing a harem in it.
oh god,
I know.
That would
let's be
slow
honest.
things down
Let's
even
be
more.
honest. If Dragon Ball was a harem, it would have been a lot more entertaining.
Yeah. It would have been a lot more funny.
Yes.
It would be either interesting or a nightmare. No in
Yeah.
No in between, yeah.
Yeah. Bad isekai. Is that how you say isekai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy isekais. Isekai is actually one of my favorite genres. People get
The devil is a part timer.
Oh my
I
God.
love Devil's a part-timer and I hate so much that they didn't continue
with,
it. It is an
sometimes they're
unfinished
really
anime.
to watch.
I got.
Another time, it seems like you're watching the same show over and over again.
Mm.
You know, but they just colored a person's hair different.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like animes that are blatant copies of other animes, but they change like two
That's
things.
in like mangas or anime.
Oh, honey, if you don't like that kind of thing, you should not like Fairy Tail because like Fairy Tale, like that they had also no disrespect to him, but like honestly, all of his protagonists, all of his characters, honestly, all look all look the same.
Yeah, I know. Like, what was that show that came out before Fairy Tale? Didn't have something
Wave
like
Master.
Rave Masters. Yes, that is like Fairy Tale prototype.
I've never heard of
They even had like
Raymasters.
a cross episode.
I liked
once
Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale did
on
get
that. I
slow
think it
at
was a
times,
filler
but
episode
I liked Fairy Tale.
where they
And
joked
it
about.
was this. They used "Pomp and Circumstance" as the like triumphant song in the anime. Did nobody else catch that?
No, I caught it. I just chose to ignore it.
Okay, I sent a picture into the group chat. Look at this shit, Wolf. Look
Okay,
at it.
so I don't care. I've never heard of it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They all look the fucking the same.
Yes, they look the same. Who cares?
No.
I like Fairy Tale.
Oh,
I like Fairy Tale. Screw you.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new one, the new show or book he's working on, but oh my gosh.
The characters all look the same. I get it.
happening?
I haven't seen anything else. Fairy Tale is the only thing I've seen from that author.
I've seen Wave Master. I don't remember what my opinion was of it because it was so long ago. Then I saw Fairy Tale. Like it's an alright series, but it's again one of those long series that I just can't get into. Though I will say Zephyr is one of the best villains in an anime. Fight me on it. Then Eden's End. And Pokemon.
I mean, plot wise, is it good?
Oh my
Which
gosh. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Bookworm just chimed. So Bookworm's not in the podcast right now, but she just chimed into the
Eden
chat.
Zero? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Eden Zero. Oh, so Bookworm is on Discord right now. She is chiming into the chat, which is where we're posting pictures of some of the, also the guy on the floor. Or shirts in general.
I lost
Okay.
my connection though.
But yeah, so Bookworm has noticed the anime pictures we're putting in the chat, and she's hopped on. She isn't in the actual Discord chat, but she's typing responses.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm back. My connection went out.
Oof.
Going back to
My Wi-Fi keeps
Going in and out.
Yep.
Oof.
going back to
But
how
yeah, I think I was asking like, is Eden Zero just good plot wise?
I haven't looked at it yet. I'm waiting till the anime comes out before I give my judgment. Now I'm going
my
with
Wi-Fi went out again. I might have to call it, y'all.
Oh.
Yeah. So weird.
But one anime
I might just try to listen in.
Okay.
one anime I want to point out is it's called totally this is the English translation, so bear with me. Totally Bound Hanako-kun. So it's based around like there's this like all Japanese legend about Hanako-kun, a girl from World War One whose school was destroyed in a bombing, and her ghost still roams the school in the, I want to say, the second on the second floor in the school's room. On the second door, you knock, say a specific like chant, and that summons her. But in this series, it turns it around, and instead of making Hanako a girl, it's a boy. But like my issue is it takes out this really interesting and very crucial part of the manga and just completely skips it. It reveals this like really huge who just popped on.
Hold up. Can't hear you.
Panda, we're still recording.
Oh,
Podcast
hi.
Mom. We thought Podcast Mom was gone. She's here.
I was gonna be off completely, but I had something to eat, and there we go. My blood
She
sugar
had a
is much better.
sensu bean.
What?
She had a sensu bean. That's why she's empowered right now.
We're
No,
talking
I did
about we're
not
talking
have a
about
sense of
anime. We're talking about anime tropes that we don't like right now. I don't think sensu bean was mentioned. Which, speaking of which, I'm not a big fan of how sensu beans work. Logically, it makes no sense. Shioda, you were saying?
I was taking a drink because Pandas decided to pop on, but yeah, like it completely jumps a specific story arc that reveals this really mind-blowing plot twist. I'm not gonna say what it is because none of you have watched it. I don't think. It just kind of like puts everything into perspective, and the anime just completely tosses it aside. I mean, okay, the anime visually it's gorgeous, but they need to rethink what they decide to clip out.
Something that I just remembered is that Studio Trigger has a thing for their bad guys being aliens.
Oh my!
Because
What?
Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, Darling in the
I
Franxx.
love Kill la Kill.
I
Hold
don't.
the phone.
I don't like it.
I didn't watch Kill la Kill. I just don't care for their.
I love
just
hot
didn't
ladies
watch
killing
it.
each other. That's my favorite.
I don't
anime.
like their outfits, to be fair. I think I'm somebody who prefers people a little more covered in what they're wearing.
I mean, yeah.
I
And
am
Darling
a
in the
very
Franxx,
modest
yes.
person.
Then Darling and the Franxx is just Sexual Tension, the series.
I will not be
Yeah.
watching it then.
Yeah.
But
let's see.
like Gurren Lagann and then Darling in the Franxx, like the main characters go on like create this big magical thing to travel through space, and it literally ends with them making a giant robot to fight the bad guys. And that's like the. I'm sorry, it's just hilarious.
Yeah, Studio
For
Trigger.
what anime? What anime was that, Josh?
So you have Gurren Lagann.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I think somebody told me to watch it, but told me to only watch to a certain episode. So I haven't watched the whole thing. I only watched a certain episode.
And then Darling in the Franxx, which you're not going to watch because it's Sexual Tension, the movie, this extravaganza. But yeah.
And there goes Latte. Oh nope, there goes Panda.
I'm betting her connection just quit because her camera's froze.
Yeah. I'm looking at my list again. This is from 2000. I don't think we mentioned this, but I'm looking at a list of anime I've watched. This is from 2017. I have to update this shit. Oh wait. So backtracking to Solio, I swear this is the last time I bring up Solio, but after Solio finished, it came out with another one, Solio Not, and it is So flipping Moe, I don't like it.
I've been pretending I pretend Soul Eater Not doesn't exist. Let's just leave it at that. We were asking for more Soul Eater, and they gave us Soul Eater Not.
It's so Moe. It's just like, oh, these cute little teenage girls are trying to become mistos. Okay, can we go back to the ass kicking, please? And
Yeah, literally, that's all the plot is. It's just three cute teenage girls trying to become monsters.
Also,
It's
the most annoying character is Black Star. Fight me on it. I am white.
Black Star is incredibly annoying.
Why is Bookworm in the chat when she's not in the thing?
Because she was chiming in about, because we're putting some of the anime pictures here, and she thought some of them needed to wear more clothing.
But like I said, the dichotomy, feminist brain, these warriors should have armor on. Lesbian brain, haha, boobs go bounce. You know what I'm saying?
You missed a conversation about.
Let's be real. That's the battle I have in myself every day.
You missed our conversation about monster boobs.
You missed the conversation about monster boobs.
Are we talking about interviews for monster girls?
No.
There we go.
There's a whole subgenre of just monster girls with titties. That's literally
yeah,
it.
obviously. Yes,
I hate that subgenre.
What's the name of that? What's the name of that really good anime? The one that you showed me, that the guy became the god of his own video game.
Overlord?
Overlord, that one.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
I love Overlord.
I was about to say I never showed you Sword Art Online, so that can't be it.
I hate Sword Art. Yes, we did watch Sword Art Online. What do you
You two did watch Sword Art Online together. Because, yes, Panda agrees with the general consensus that Sword Art Online sucks.
Josh,
Thank
what do you mean?
you.
You made me. You remember when we were dating? When I went to. You remember when we were dating and I went to your house, and you were like, "We're gonna watch Sword Art Online this whole time you're here."
Because it was stupid.
It was
I thought
awful.
it was hilarious.
Sword Art Online sucks. I haven't actually watched it, but I have been told by
If you're a connoisseur of actually good anime and have watched Shield Hero, it's shitty Shield Hero. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I told him my camera was solely so I can raise my hand.
Why don't you not have your cameras on? Why am I the only one showing my ugly face?
There's nothing. Okay, you wanna know what I had to do because so during school year, folks, I live in an apartment on campus. The living room is the wall that my room is connected to, so you can hear the TV through it. The walls here are very thin. I am currently sitting in the bathroom recording this.
I can hear the echo.
And you know what? I can't even turn a light on because the way that they set it up, whereas if you turn the light on, it turns the air thingy on, the fan on in the bathroom. It turns that on. They have it set up.
So you're just sitting in the dark like a little goblin talking about bad anime.
Yes, I am sitting in pitch blackness. I just pitch black. I'm sitting in the dark. And what's worse is I'm probably going to have to do this for the rest of the school year whenever we record things. I'm just going to be, it was either this or I could sit in my closet, which I actually can turn a light on for. I just didn't have, I need to get an extension cord because there's no outlets in the bathroom or in the closet, so I have to go get an extension cord so I can have my laptop charging while we're recording.
Let me tell you something about Sword Art Online. You want to hear something about Sword Art Online?
I can tell you a lot of things about Sword Art Online, but I'll let you take this and listen,
as someone who doesn't watch a ton of anime, and the anime I have watched is very hit or miss. Some of it's great, and some of it's awful. You know what I'm saying? And this was one of the bad ones. I watched it, and the plot at the beginning, I was like, oh, this is kind of neat. But as it goes and goes and goes, it's like it's more and more contrived and more stupid. The romance is stupid. I hate the romance. I hate that they like adopt a kid in the middle of it. I'm like, I hate that this villain's whole thing is just like, oh, look, I'm going to make my own thing, and then all these children are going to be stuck in it because I eat evil for breakfast. Like, I hate villains like that. Like, I like them to have a reason why they're doing things other than, like, fuck you, I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like okay.
I will say that your analogy of Sword Art Online being a shittier version of Shitty Hero isn't entirely accurate. I mean, yes, both do.
Well, no, they're not exactly the same. I know, but
both by definition do classify as isekai because it's people from our world being stuck into this trippy fantasy world. Yes, by definition, they are the same genre. But if you wanna make a parallel, it's more akin to Overlord or my personal favorite, Log Horizon, which is getting a new season fucking finally. But
but Overlord to me, when I just think of Shield Hero just because it's that same like starting from the bottom and leveling up. When in Overlord, he literally created the whole thing and was already basically a boss character when he entered the thing.
Well, Overlord is the idea of you're watching the story play out from the villain's perspective.
Which is
to a certain extent.
But it's also so good, though. Overlord is so much fun. That's the thing.
It needs to get a new season, but the only thing is the author is very bad at making deadlines, which makes sense. As someone who likes fanfic, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
but it needs a new season.
But yeah. Or you could talk about anime that was good and then turned bad.
Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna move on to next. But Shioda wanted
I'd like to open the floor with 7 Deadly Sins.
Let Shioda finish what he was talking about.
I was waiting for this. I was fucking waiting for this.
Shioda, do you want to move on to this new topic, or do you want to finish what you were saying earlier?
I loved the first season of 7 Deadly Sins.
We're moving on to a new topic, apparently.
Yes, we are. And I started watching the second season with Josh, and I was like, what is this, Dragon Ball Z? I didn't come here to watch Dragon Ball Z. I came here to watch 7 Deadly Sins.
Okay, while I will admit they are OP as fuck.
Power levels.
I hate the power level. They're just like, oh, this is Dragon Ball Z now. Have fun. I need this word. And
I am kind of guilty because I am blinded by Meliodas' hotness. But
he looks like a 13-year-old boy. What you mean hotness?
Hey! He has the 6-pack and he's thousands of years old. He's still
weird, my dude.
Escanor.
To be fair, some people just look really young.
I don't like Escanor. He's too prideful for me.
He's like, no, I love characters that look like Bane, or what is his name? Yeah.
Bane.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, yeah, I get it.
I love him because I don't know why, but my kind of biased, but mostly gay ass. Really, like I'm only attracted to men if they look feminine. Isn't that weird? Except for Josh, sometimes.
I was gonna watch 7 Deadly Sins, but then all I've heard is terrible things about season 2. So I'm like, do I want to start watching it and then be severely disappointed?
You would enjoy the first season. The first season
if you liked Dragon Ball Z, you will like the second season because it takes the same idea of the characters stand around a lot and stuff is going
In
on.
the middle of fights.
But it's like we're going to stare off into the middle distance at those two people and talk about how they're beating each other and then explain the rules of the world, even though it should be apparent to all of us.
From the first season, that was good.
I mean, like, I don't get me wrong. I can watch it. It's not gonna kill me.
I just don't like anime like that.
I don't like watching it when it's shoving a particular ship in your face constantly.
You're right.
Like they will like. Yes, I get it. Elizabeth is X. Milios is Y. But they keep pushing it. They keep pushing it, and I get it. It's a what like if that was
just
their
make
intention.
it canon.
Yes, no, it's canon, alright. Just if that was their intention to make this a love story, then just fucking start that. Just like
be upfront about it.
yes,
right.
be upfront with it, and don't lead your people on. Like
Right.
I came here for the action and the ass whipping. I didn't come here for a ticket for a 10,000-year-long romance between this boy and this dude.
I actually find the romance between what I always forget his starts with a B.
Bond.
Bond. God, I find the romance between
I like
Bond
his character.
and
the both I've seen.
King's sister. I find the romance between Bond and King's sister to be far more fascinating than Meliodas and Elizabeth.
Okay, yes, I like their romance too. That's the only thing.
Because actually it's based in a healthy relationship and isn't like super contrived and centered around her boobs constantly. Thanks.
I also like the relationship between King and Diana too.
Yeah, that's interesting too. That one makes me sad.
Oh wait, in the manga,
Diana.
do you want a manga spoil?
I'm never gonna read it.
Yeah, that's my brother's area, not mine.
I want everyone's consent before I say something.
I'm never gonna read it. That would be if my brother was here, he'd want to read it, but I don't read manga really, so it's okay.
Okay, Wolf. Do I have your consent?
About
Do you have the consent before spoiling the manga?
Yes.
About spoiler for seven Deadly Sins. Considering I'm probably never going to watch it, sure.
Okay. King and Diana actually get married.
Okay.
Yay.
I don't know who
That makes me
Diana
happy.
is, so okay.
Diana's the giant.
Oh.
This seems like some weird kink stuff.
I'll say, how would that work?
Yeah.
He's a shapeshifter, isn't he? I don't know if he can turn
he's-
into a giant, but
It feels like that thing. It
But
feels
he's
like
that-
the giant lady from Resident Evil, like that kind of kinky
Oh my
stuff
god,
that
yeah.
they put in.
But
That's a whole different thing.
But thanks to Mullen, they do figure out a way to shrink Diana.
yes, that is a thing
But-
for the episode.
Still.
That's something that they show in the anime. I think.
Yeah, they do.
It's so funny to me, and this is so off topic, but whenever I see characters that are drawn like Bond, like there's a lot of female anime characters that are drawn like that, and I don't know why I find them so attractive.
But the reason why I like Escanor is just
he's
an
hilarious.
ass. He's such a wonderful asshole.
He's a son of pride. Of course he's gonna be an ass.
He's also so cute.
It's just like whenever he beat that what was his name? One of the demon lords. He kicked him into the ground.
It's high noon.
One of the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, and he was like, "Did you find something interesting down on the ground?" It was like best line of the series. 10
That
out
was
of
one
10.
of the funniest
Perfect.
fighting sequences I've ever watched. Not gonna lie. When it got high noon and he was just ridiculously huge, that was so funny.
And that's why I like it. I like it more as a comedy rather than an action story. Because
That
it's a
was what it
great
was.
comedy.
Again, I came here for the ass kicking and overpowered people. I didn't come here for centuries.
Old
Long
romance, right?
Romance.
Didn't come for that.
Like
Yep.
if I wanted to come to a romance, anime, you should have just been upfront with it. You should
Alright.
have been around the bush.
Yep. Yeah. There's too many,
mean-
like, I don't know. I don't know many other anime other than Seven Deadly Sins that started good and then turned bad, so I'll let y'all take that one.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Well, yes, but we had our Pokemon episode. That's out of the way.
Okay.
We have an entire episode of Pokemon. We're not going to go.
Go watch that if you want to hear about
Go
Pokemon.
watch
Let's
it.
talk
That
about
was
something
last
else.
week's
The
podcast.
only reason why I say Pokemon got bad
Okay.
was because I tuned into an episode of the dub series where it was like, I don't even know what's like version of Pokemon they were doing, but it was like, yo, 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 what's up, dog? Like, and I was like, really? You're trying to fellow kids us?
Okay. In my defense, I wasn't able to bring up the anime as much because we had a huge panel of people. But since
Right.
it's like this now, we are smaller.
A normal size
I can,
again, yeah.
Yes, I can actually speak because I could not.
Yeah, because
last time.
Bunny spoke a lot last time just because like he knows a lot about the game, and then he and Chef like started arguing back and forth, and that was fun. But I would like
Yeah, I
to
was
hear
surprised I didn't get into a conversation. I didn't get into an argument with Bunny, but
it was an oddly like very civil like discussion.
But yeah, with the like, I have my own gripes with the Pokemon series. I'll leave it to a different time. But I'm watching the current series that they're on, Pokemon Journeys, and while it can get a bit kiddish, again, I do enjoy it to a degree, but I've also enjoyed Cartoon Network's Lego Ninjago and other those kind of like.
I love
kiddish
Lego Ninjago.
programs.
I stopped watching it after a certain number of seasons because it literally does not end. It keeps going on and on and on. But
Yeah, I stopped watching it around the time when they switched to the movie style. Also, I couldn't watch it because Cole's voice actor died. So I just couldn't.
yeah, now I'm really not going to go watch it because it's just.
But my favorite character in that series, and I know this is cartoon, not an anime, but Zane is always gonna be my favorite.
What?
No, just go on. It's fine.
Continue, guys.
Continue. Sorry about that. Oh, he muted. He's taking a drink. What's up?
So this is a weird question because I thought it was an anime growing up, but apparently it's from France.
What?
Are we talking about Code Lyoko?
Yes.
I like Code Lyoko.
The minute you said it was from France, I was like, oh, he's talking about Code Lyoko.
I didn't think it was an anime just from the style. I could tell. I couldn't pinpoint it to Japan, but like.
No, I thought it was like a cartoon.
The big foreheads, like.
Are you wearing a Hunter x Hunter shirt? I'm sorry, I just noticed that. Nice. I just noticed that. I guess I've watched more anime than I thought I had.
Again.
Did you watch No, keep on going, Shiota.
Again, Gon and Killua, friendship goals.
True. I used to pretend to do Code Lyoko on the playground when I was in elementary school. Did
I
anybody
never
else do
saw
that?
the series end.
I used to play Naruto. I got yelled at a lot.
You were that kid. You were that kid with your arms up above your head running around. Love that.
It was only like 1 year.
I love that.
I lived in that state for 1
That was
year.
third
and I was
grade.
done.
Me and my friend Ethan. Hey Ethan, what's up? If you're out there, I hope you're doing good, bud. I was his only friend in the class because the other kids thought he was weird. And but we used to play Code Lyoko together. He was a nice guy. The teachers literally separated us because they were like, "You guys are gonna." She literally told us, "You guys are gonna kiss." Little did they know, I'm really gay.
Teachers are stupid.
I was like, I don't even like boys.
I mean, I was put on timeout because we were like play fighting.
Back to the focus of anime.
To be fair,
Back to the
but-
stop gay
That's
childhood
the
memories.
animus. The
Back to the focus of
animus.
anime.
Yeah. Oh god. What were we even talking about?
we were. I mean, why am I talking? Okay, Attack on Titan, great series, but the hiatus were too much.
Yeah. That's fair.
At this point, I'm just waiting for it to finish so I can just binge watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Y'all want to talk about some guilty pleasure stuff?
Oh my god, I have a fucking list of it.
Look, I know it's not technically an amazing anime or anything, but I love Cells at Work. I think it's so cute.
Dude, I think Bookworm would love that.
It's so cute, and I love that it teaches you things.
One of my guilty pleasures that instantly comes up whenever I think of it is I think it's called "Is That a Zombie?" I just want to double check.
Is that
Is
a
that the
zombie?
one where it's the K-pop band that they made?
No, that's
No.
That's a
Zombieland
different one.
Saga.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'm just gonna send you a picture of it, and it's weirdly entertaining. It's kind of
Oh god.
funny of how it what it is like. You have you have a vampire ninja, a magical comic goal, and a grim reaper. And it's about this one guy who ends up being killed by this model. The Grim Reaper brings him back to life.
Let me see. Have I seen this? No, I have
No.
not seen this.
It's like
You would remember if you did.
I probably would, because whenever I see just stuff like that, I know it's either some weird pervert stuff or it's lesbian stuff. And if it's lesbian stuff, I know about it 100% of the time. It's like,
it's batshit crazy.
oh, it's one of those harem anime.
No, it's for some reason they categorize it as a harem anime. It actually isn't.
It sure looks like one.
The only portion he shows interest in is the Grim Reaper, which is the lady in the suit of armor.
Yeah, I deduced that.
Again, it's just stupidly hilarious is the best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's that one where the guy's a psychic?
Mob Psycho?
Yeah, Mob Psycho, the one that you showed me, Josh.
okay, that one.
Oh no, the Netflix one.
Yeah, that one.
With the pink hair and the things.
Yeah,
that
you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I think that's by the same. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's
I can't think of the name of it though. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Saikike.
Something like that.
Saikik. I think the K is an initial.
I know what you're talking about because this one, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. I
That
never
one's
watched.
weird.
I never watched it because it just
I
doesn't
don't-
look like.
I
one,
don't like
and
the art style that much.
I don't like the art style of.
It's
Mob
like
Psycho.
everything's so clunky and the outline's weird. I don't know.
Oh.
Of which anime?
Of this one that just got put in the chat. Psyche K.
Let me switch from the cameras.
I don't like the look of the outline. I don't know. It's weird. The character design's kind of.
Yeah, I haven't watched it because it just looks weird.
Yeah, you know.
It just doesn't.
Oh, Latte just dropped out.
Yeah, it just doesn't look very appealing.
Latte's
to me.
having internet connection issues.
Oh, I see.
That's my only issue. I mean, Yes, there are a few anime that I don't mind watching, and like I'm not a big fan of the animation style. Like I tried watching Mob Psycho, but I just couldn't get into the animation style.
Animation style.
Like, what is up with it?
Um,
I couldn't get into that or One Punch Man solely because I don't wasn't a big fan of the animation, the art style, I should say.
hmm.
I like One Punch Man. I'll admit I did have to overlook the art style a little, but I was able to overlook it and enjoy it.
I'm looking for what.
You're trying to find an anime.
Yeah, I know what it's about. I just don't know what it's called.
Describe it for me. I may be able to.
It's about this like big 6 to 7 foot tall high school student who's like had bad luck getting a girlfriend,
Oh,
and then
ooh, shit! I know what you're talking about, but like giant guy doesn't have good luck getting girlfriend, but his best friend's like the school idol.
yes,
If we call Fox, I know what you're talking.
and then he finds this like perfect girl for him, and he's like trying so hard to make the relationship work.
I know which one you're talking about. I know. I need. Oh, found it. My love story.
Hmm. And I just find it so hilarious because he's literally just like a monster, like a superhuman.
I love this anime. Hold the phone.
Panda up in arms.
One of my favorite genres of just animated man is I fucking love my wife. My favorite male character. Like I love Gomez Adams and I love Hades from the comic book series that they're doing right now. And so like any animated man's just like God, I would die for this woman. That I relate to that on a spiritual level. So yeah. Like, here we go. So yes, I would die for this man. He's amazing. I just think it's so cute. I don't know.
Can we take a minute and talk about
I love
convoluted?
him.
Can we take a minute and talk about convoluted plots in anime? Because there's one that oh boy is
Like
very
the Kingdom
convoluted,
Hearts
but
of
I
anime.
can't help but love it. That's a video game, honey.
I know. I'm just saying the Kingdom Hearts of anime. That style of, you know.
Oh, then yeah, definitely. Let me send one in the chat so you know what I'm talking about. But this one is very convoluted, but I can't help but love it just because of how batshit insane
I
it is.
love D. Grayman. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I
Let me
don't.
see this.
I love
It
D.
is-
Grayman.
I
will
have
say
not-
D. Grayman
Have I
Hollow.
seen some of
I
this? I
hate
feel
the
like I've seen
animation
some of
for
it.
it, but I love D. Grayman.
I love it. It's great. Just if you go into the manga like I have, it gets very batshit insane.
Oh my lord.
I kind of want to read the manga just so I can find out because Lavi was like my favorite character, so I want to find out like more about him because his past is kind of a mystery. But I love. I will say though, Shield. I don't know if you'll agree. Have you seen the anime for it?
Which one? The original? Or?
Hollow.
Yes.
Can you agree with me that the animation style for D. Grayman Hollow is a little bit is kind of sloppy?
It's been a while. I watched it when it originally came out. I had to watch a fight. I'd have to watch a fight scene again to give you a concrete answer.
Well, it's not really the animation. It's more of like just the character designs got sloppier. Like, because before they looked like super cool, and then I don't know. I felt like it was just a downgrade on the way. Like Alan's mark on his face was like a specific symbol, and then in D. Graham and Hollow, it looked like a red blur.
Hang on, I have a Pinterest board of him. Let me look.
Yeah, just try and do a comparison.
I have a fucking literally.
Jeez, why am I not surprised?
Because you know me.
Exactly.
I mean, they still he's still recognizable. Like, hey, that's Alan, but
you agree that it's not as like crisp as the first.
I mean, I need to look at the original because I only have him Hollow. Yeah, all this is just fan art. Oh wait, nope.
What's your take on the ancient Magus's Bride? I guess that's how you say that. It's one of those little do-nothing animes that's,
I mean,
nice art style, laid-back story, like just something to put on the TV and watch.
Okay, before I get to that, and so let me get back to Wolf real quick. I think in the original, he looks younger, or like more kiddish. Then when you get into the when he loses his arm, he starts to look more not preteen, just like maybe like 20-ish. But
I mean, the details on the characters, instead of like in the original, they used to like actually draw them out and do them like super detailed, and then in Hollow, they were just didn't really do it.
Well,
I mean, they did it for some scenes, but other scenes, I don't know. I might just be nitpicking over nothing, but
I mean, I like how the clan of Noah looks.
Oh, I love how the clan of Noah looks.
Like in Hollow, they look better.
Yes, in Hollow they do look better. I'm just saying that I don't feel like it's as like fine, like detailed in certain aspects about certain things. I'm nitpicking. Don't mind me. Move on to Josh's thing.
I'm just staring at the promotional art now.
I'm just gonna sit here and wait for another D. Grayman season to come out.
Yep. You're gonna be waiting for a very long time. I don't think it's
I'm sure I am.
I don't think another season is coming out. But back to your question, Josh. I mean, yeah, it is kind like it doesn't really move. The plot really doesn't really move or doesn't really move much. But I do love like the art style of it. I mean, when she turns into a phoenix, I just find it to be gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
But plot wise, like it's an animation. It's animation eye candy, but the plot isn't. The only episode I really liked is the one with the Grim, when she can get her familial, learn about her familial's past. I like that, but everything else not as much.
Okay.
But what's your take on it since you brought it up?
It's just it's weird, but it's interesting, I guess. It's like same thing that happens in Shield Hero where you're like conflicted about the situation because it started off bad and you don't know how to think about it, but all of this good stuff is happening. Like with basically the main character is Raphalia, or whatever her name is, and the Magus is like the shield hero. If you understand my meaning.
Yeah, the Magus. I'm just pointing this out. Is honestly very interesting. I want to know more about him.
Yeah.
The gold, not as much. I get what she's all about. I want to know more about the Magus because he's honestly he has a lot of mystery around him, and I just want to know more about him.
Yeah.
Like, where did he come from? How did he get to the point that he is now? Why is he looking for a boy? That kind of thing.
Yeah. I just like the deep dive into mysticism that they went with all of the characters and creatures that they show. Like whenever they do Yule and all of the characters that happen because of Yule, and then Tatiana and Oberon, like, the fairy king and queen and all that stuff.
Yeah. Shall we get into animes that we like officially?
Like officially.
Yeah, go ahead and start listing off some of the animes that you guys really like. So then we can wrap it up.
Okay, the first one on my mind is that time I was reading calling it as a slime. Josh, you can join me on this because I know you like that one too.
It's so funny, and the next season of it is being streamed on Crunchyroll.
Yes, I just watched the latest episode.
I like Crunchyroll, but I hate that I have to watch 5 million ads of the same thing before it shows me my
found a glitch, and I don't know if it's old or if it's just me. But
don't mention it on this. Don't mention it on this.
What?
Don't mention the glitch on this.
Why?
Well, fine.
Because of what?
Because they're listening.
Well, because do people actually listen to this? And I can give you all statistics later. There is a way I can find out who listens to it through Anchor. I can see, kind of see how many.
I'm just saying, is Crunchyroll gonna close the loophole if I speak it up on here? Is that what I'm?
We're not.
Hey, it's always a possibility,
It's a
right?
possibility, but
We've got a few people that come and listen to us.
yeah, it's always a possibility. That's, somebody might squeal, but
Okay.
But
I don't know.
I'd tell her after.
But yeah, I've been lucky that I just haven't gotten ads lately on 2 devices. My Xbox has a terrible time with the ads, so it takes forever for it to load, and then whenever it does load, it crashes. So I don't know if that's my Xbox or if that's Crunchyroll's fault. So
back to slime, I don't know. Again, I'm an isekai slut. I will jump on the isekai really quickly when it comes. I mean, okay, I won't jump on it immediately, but I will, if it's an isekai, I will, look into it. If I think I'll enjoy it, I'll watch it. But, it does something that most isekais typically don't do. The thing with Shizu, they introduced this character, this lady, who you think is gonna be the romantic interest, and you just kind of roll your eyes because that's another trope. You have a female lead that the main character ends up falling in love for. Okay, lovely, roll eyes. But it takes it into down a different path, and I like that. If it was any other isekai, it would have been they would fall in love, they would take on the wall together, that kind of stuff. But no, slime takes it a different route. and actually,
Yeah.
and like I actually don't like. I actually don't hate Shizu, and as someone who typically hates or like not dislike love interests in isekai, I actually do enjoy it. I actually do like Shizu, and that's not just because of what happens to her.
Yeah.
She was she was an interesting character. She was from our world, just a different time period. And when we showed her what Japan became compared to what it was when
Mhm.
she was alive, like again, it just took the trope into a different route. It does a few things like instead of oh I'm gonna become the ruler of the land, what have you, what have you.
Um, I also like to say that it sort of undermines like the harem trope a little bit because he's completely uninterested in all of them,
Yes.
even though they're all fawning over him and asking for his praise. Like he doesn't
Especially
care
that
for any of
secretary.
them.
I mean,
Uh,
I want to say he is kind of a whale,
yes,
but he just has no interest in it.
yes,
He just likes the titties.
yes.
Who doesn't?
um,
Other than you, sir. You and my brother. Other than you two. In this group. Oh.
my favorite character would be what's his name?
Bimaru.
Oh, the
Uh,
goblin, the dumb goblin,
which one?
big nose.
Trying to think.
He's considered the weakest character. Gets picked on all the time.
Yeah. Gobta.
Gabta.
Oh my! I love the scene when like Rimuru gets his human form, and
Yeah.
Gobta's like, maybe if you find your boobs are going bigger, and he just roundhouse kicks it.
To the ground.
I love that. I also like the one when he's like dealing with Gabiru, and it's
Yes.
like, hey, if you defeat him, I'll commission a sword for you. Oh, that's cool. But if you lose, you get nip off of Shizu's cooking. It's like, no. Oh god, that's fun. For me, it has to be in between Wanga and Rimuru. Honestly, I think they'll. Honestly, I kind of count them as one because I cannot choose.
Mm,
Like whenever Rimuru is around, Wang, his doggo is in his shadow.
yeah.
Oh, he's such a good boy. I want a figure of him. I already have a few Rimuru ones, one coming soon, but still. Let me. Oh, hey! Speaking of the devil,
What?
Oh,
Speaking
nothing.
of
I
the
got.
devil, what?
He's a
As,
part timer.
He is a
Sorry.
part-timer. He works,
Timer,
he works
yeah.
at a McDonald's.
He
Not to be
works at
confused with
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Not to be confused with McDonald's. It's McDonald's.
I showed Muse
And his
that
sworn enemy is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I got Muse into that, and she loved it. Again, me and Wolf have compiled a list of anime, and we just spoiled whole. Like we gave all the good ones.
Yeah, that's why she's not here tonight, is because this is the bad animes, and she has nothing. She literally texted us as like, I have nothing to contribute. She was like, I have nothing to contribute.
Because me and him
yeah,
have
because we
been spoiling.
spoil you. We make sure she only watches the good animes.
Yeah, like as we were talking about as we were talking about the series, I saw a notification for this.
Mm.
Oh
It
my
was
gosh.
But one of the animes that I like that has some bad qualities to it just because of the culture of it is Overlord. Because it's good anime,
Right.
but they have too many 3D models.
Yeah.
Sex sells. What can I say?
I mean, I wish.
Sex sells.
I mean, am I wrong? No, I'm not.
You ain't wrong.
I was like, hey, you're not wrong. You have a point.
Yeah, as someone who's
Yeah.
actually interested in anime figures, and it's actually just became a new obsession since we went to that convention at one time with Wolf Muse.
That was very fun.
Yeah, that was the first time I bought a figure actually. So
Oh, we got you started on the whole obsession then. Oh
no, that's mostly because I actually had the funds to actually start getting figures because I didn't have a job until then. I saved up a good bit.
yeah, because figures are expensive.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are. Trust me, I know.
They're terribly expensive.
One that I watched with Muse was The Promised Neverland.
The Promised Neverland.
It's
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's kind of Attack on Titan, just very. It's less Attack on Titan
Yeah.
than Attack on Titan. Like they were like basically they're livestock, like the kids,
Yeah.
and it's I don't know how to explain it. You'll probably you'd have to watch it for yourself, but that's another good one. Not my absolute favorite, but it does bear mentioning. I don't know, I'm trying to avoid the ones that we talked about. Ooh! Okay, well this is one that you'll like. Bungo Stray Dogs.
I love Bungo Stray Dogs.
Thank you. Let's talk about it. So I'm not just talking so that I'm not just talking to a wall.
Yes, I love Bungo Stray Dogs. Bungo Stray Dogs it's such a funny anime. It's really cool and they have cool fight scenes and stuff. But it's basically central. It follows the main character. What is it? Asuna.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and he is the clumsiest, most awkward person. And he's just so funny. And then he works for this detective agency. And
Because you're a big kitty!
yeah, and his ability is he can turn into a white tiger. And the people he works with are crazy. Like one is like a crazy woman who's crazy scary at threatening people. What?
Her power is honestly really funny. Like she has to murder someone in order to kill them.
Yeah, she has to murder someone in order to heal them. It's great. That's what her ability is. And then you have this cute little blonde-haired, like farm boy looking kid who's super strong.
Which is just Finny from Black Butler.
Yeah, which is like Finny. Honestly, he looks like Finny from Black Butler.
He honestly does.
And then you got one whose ability allows him to cancel anybody else he's touching's ability. But he's always trying to kill himself. Or well, what is it? He's not actively trying to kill himself, but if something happens, he just lets it happen. Yet he always winds up getting saved. There's a lot of funny characters. You should watch it. Josh, make Panda watch Bungo Stray Dogs.
Okay.
Josh, what was the name of that anime with the guy who's like huge and beefy and like protects his girlfriend? What is the name of that again?
My Love Story.
My Love Story. That's right. I was just thinking about that because I was like, I'm gonna go watch that. It looks cute.
You know, this should have gone with my guilty pleasures.
About
Charge Man Ken. If any of you have seen it, it is a terrible anime.
I probably haven't, mostly because I try to avoid that.
It's basically The Room, but for anime.
Okay, yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to look it up.
It affected people in Japan. It has its own like studio show. There are like thousands of different references to it in like modern anime now, and it's just so dumb. But a good anime that I like, that is, I'm trying to think of ones that most people wouldn't know about.
Yeah, trust me. When it comes to this group, when you mention an anime that I've seen, it's bad.
Oh man.
Not just
Y'all
an
been
anime,
on?
just a show.
Yeah, we can either do one more, talk about one more anime, or wrap it up. We've been going for an hour and 51 minutes. We have been.
How many minutes?
An hour and 51. This is getting up there to be one of the longest podcasts we've ever recorded.
What?
So if you can, I'll just do a cop out one.
Well, since it's been on my TV screen for about 2 hours now, Saga of Tanya the Evil.
This is yeah.
Oh, murderous little girl.
We really need a new season of that.
Yeah, well, they came out with the movie.
Well, yeah. I didn't watch the movie.
It's really good. The fight scene at the end is actually amazing. They did not skimp out on any of the animation.
Okay. Okay, my combat one and the one we're in with is the one of my namesake, Assassination Classroom. But since I don't think any of you other than me seen it, I'm just gonna leave it out.
I got Muse to see it.
Okay.
Excuse you, I'm the one that made you see that.
I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Go ahead, let's go ahead and talk about Assassination Classroom. I love that.
Oh,
besides your obsession with Nagisa.
Okay, you know why fight me. Hey, my nickname is literally his last name. Fight me on it.
It's true.
But yeah, it's just it does what a lot of anime with a big cast not do, is it gives everyone their time to shine. Like with a big class as that, I don't know how many people. I know more than 11 because 11 is Nagisa's seat in the class. Yes, I'm that big of a simp for him. Leave me alone. It gives everyone a time to shine. Like they flesh out everyone's story. The teacher is great. Honestly, one of the best teachers. I wish I had him as a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from the destroying the world.
I wish I had him as a teacher. He actually cared about his students.
Yeah.
He took his time to put together like individual lesson plans for each individual student, and then took his time to help them study.
That he was going to die too.
On the eve, he was gonna die too, and he really cared about his students. He was like, you might be in class E, which was considered the class of screw ups that like wouldn't amount to anything. He's like, but you're going to be something. And yeah.
Oh god, like I'm going to attempt to not rave about 90s too much because that's a different conversation. But yeah, like going with the Cole Sensei, like his name is like, if I remember correctly, it was divulged from "cannot kill" or something in assault. But yeah, like. There's this threat of like there's an overlying mention of hey he die because he's going to destroy the world.
Mm-hmm. And like, he was like, and the government was like, hey, you kids, your job is to kill him before he blows up the world, because that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That, and I wish, and this is I kind of wish Muse was here so I can talk about this more, but like honestly, it's a show that you just need to watch and see why I love it as much as I do. I mean, I'm not touching it again because it emotionally fucked me up. Like there were a few, like there was a handful of anime that I can think of that emotionally fucked me up. Assassination Classroom is one of it.
Yeah.
The other one is Code Geass, which really messed me up.
Dude, I could tell the moment Muse finished Assassination Classroom because she just started sending me crying emojis. And I was just like, oh, you must have finished Assassination Classroom. She was like, I hate you for making me watch this. I was like, no, you don't. She was like, I don't, but I
do. Oh god, I wish I was part of that. Oh well, at least we can move on and get her involved in Fire Force. But yeah. Anyways, I think we can end it on my personal high note because we ended up talking about one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. On that wonderful high note, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Josh.
Thank you so much for everything tonight. Thanks you so much for having a great time tonight and filming a very long podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Might need to do a short one next time.
Actually, I believe I'll have to work with Lottie on that. But this Sunday this Monday is Lottie's birthday, so it might be. So she should have a podcast episode coming up.
Her thing then. Let her do whatever she wants, obviously.
Yeah. So I'll let her know.
But anyways, Podcast Mom, do you want to close us out?
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining the Band of Misfits podcast this evening. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And with that, good night.